3 weeks and have just been posting last week. Okay, welcome. Okay, so you guys have a little bit of experience. I love that. Some of you have a little bit more than others. That's totally okay. That is the beauty of being able to be on a team and getting access and help from everybody. So what we're going to talk about today, for those that are just coming in, or if you didn't hear, my name is Halia. I have been with Archer and Evolution for 4.5 years now, and I'm a golden IATAN card holder. And most, if not all of my clients have come from social media. Also, don't mind my missing nails. It's been a 20 last 24 hours of travel. But oh, I'm froze. Okay. But like I said, today we're going to start talking about like how to post and what to post when you're first starting out, okay? Um, Let me go ahead and share my screen. So if you guys along the way have any questions, please don't hesitate to drop them in the chat, oh, they moved the share button, to drop them in the chat, to unmute and ask. If I'm moving too fast at all, please don't hesitate to tell me like, hey, can you slow down a little bit? But we're going to go over what to post when you're just starting out. All right. I'm going to give you guys some easy templates, some easy hooks to be able to plug into now. And we're also going to talk a little bit about the social media pillars that all of your content should be sticking to. Okay. So yes, this will be able to watch later on. I am recording. Okay. So when you are brand new, it will probably feel like you need to be an expert before you start posting or telling anybody about what you're doing, right? I know I definitely first felt that when I definitely felt that when I was first starting. I was like, I don't know anything. Why am I going to post about being a travel agent and then have all of these people like reach out to me and I don't know what the heck I'm doing, right? But the truth is, you don't need to know anything before you go ahead and post, okay? And before you get out there. Because one, you're going to learn a lot by helping people and actually going through the process, but also you have the whole team and the whole company behind you to support you, as well as our relationships with the suppliers, with the vendors, and all of the marketing tools that we have. Like you have so much support behind you that you're not doing this alone, okay? And the process of becoming an expert is through the learning and the showing, and your first weeks are going to be very, very relatable to a lot of people out there. And they're going to show that you are human, that you are going through this and you're building that and you're learning that. It's going to actually build more trust than if you were to keep that all to yourself. Okay. So we're going to talk about the three things to be posting first. The very first thing you guys should be posting is introducing yourself and announcing your business, right? You don't want to just say like, oh, I'm excited to announce that I'm a travel agent. All right. You want to talk about your real story, your real life. Why did you decide to join the travel business? Why did you decide to join now? And what are you wanting to specialize in? Share a little bit about what led you to this moment of starting your own travel business. And then you want to start talking about the behind the scenes. So you want to show booking your first trip or studying any destinations, attending trainings. What are you learning, right? What does a day in your life look like? The learning process is the content. A lot of times I hear new agents, and I said this myself when I first started, of saying like, well, I just started, I don't have any content, right? What am I supposed to post about? I'm learning all of this stuff. I don't know anything, so how am I supposed to post about it? The learning is the content, right? People love to see, especially small business owners, people love to see what they do behind the scenes to make their business happen. So if you're showing, I'm attending this training to learn more about this, or I'm doing this certification with this supplier to learn more about that, to then bring that to you guys, that shows that you are putting in that work. It shows that process behind it, and it's actually going to help build more trust with your potential clients than if you were to not show it at all. Okay. And then borrowed authority. So you can have destination facts, you can have a myth busting, packing tip, useful info that's going to be in your own voice. It does not have to be an original expertise. Okay. It does not have to be like you experience this yourself. You can say things along the lines of, I was talking to a colleague and she was telling me about XYZ. So now I make sure my clients are not going to experience XYZ, right? Or you can say things like, oh my God, my brain just left me. But you can use other people's stories to post as content too, as inspiration. Like my friend in this business had XYZ problem, and I love being able to work with a business that allows me to not have XYZ problem, or allows me to help people who have XYZ problem like my friend, right? Like it doesn't always have to be I experienced this, so this is only what I can share. You can use other people's stories and talk about that, and talk about how, whether that helps for travel or whether that helps people who want to become travel agents. You never know, right? So don't think that it only has to come from you and your experience. So now we're going to talk about the 5 content pillars. I do have a whole like deeper training on these content pillars on my YouTube, which I'll drop at the end so you guys can go watch that back later. But these are the 5 things that your content should fall under, okay? You don't need to do, at least when you're first starting out, you don't need to do all 5 in one week. I would say pick 2 to 3 and then rotate through them. I will challenge you guys to do at least 3 posts a week when you're first starting out, and build yourself up to posting every day, okay? But we'll start small, right? So the 5 content pillars are destination and travel inspiration, client wins or testimonials. While you guys are still learning, if you don't have any client wins or testimonials, this is where you can also add in some like behind the scenes stuff of like your learning process, right? Any certifications you're getting, any trainings you're doing, what are you learning, right? Education and myth busting, business opportunity and lifestyle, and personal and behind the scenes. So if you are not wanting to team build, no problem. You can combine that lifestyle, personal, behind the scenes into one pillar and just have 4 pillars. If you're wanting to team build, then you're going to want that to be 5, okay? But those are different pillars that all of your content should fall under. Now, the personal and the behind the scenes is going to allow people to really get to know you as a person and really build that trust along with all of those other things. But don't shy away from it, okay? A lot of times, and myself included, right? Agents will be like, I don't want to show my life, right? Like I'm a very private person. I want to stay private. I don't want my business clients to know really about me and my life. And while that is totally understandable, and again, I have been saying this as well, right? These are all things that I'm telling you guys are all things that I've probably that have come out of my mouth in some way, shape, or form, right? While that is understandable, at the end of the day, we are small businesses, right? And people buy from people, and people trust people, okay? So they could go book a vacation on their own, but they're going to book a vacation because they trust you, they know you, and they like you. And they can't do that if they don't know anything about you, right? The beauty of social media is you can still choose what you do share and what you don't share, right? You don't have to, just because you have a personal behind the scenes filler or pillar, doesn't mean you have to go and share all of your lifelong trauma or journeys or everything that happens in your day-to-day life, right? If you have something that's going on that you don't want people to know about, you don't have to share about it, right? But you can share about how you're drinking coffee while doing your business, or how I share a lot about how I'm cuddling on the couch working, and cuddling with my animals. For those that don't know, I have 2 dogs and 6 cats. It's a journey over here, okay? There's always something going on over here. So I post a lot about that. Or I'll post like, oh, I'm going out for a date night. That doesn't mean that I'm going to post every time my girlfriend and I have an argument, right? They don't need to know those types of things, you know? So you can still have that level of privacy and still show a little bit about you and your life too, to help build that trust and that relationship with your future clients. Oh, my allergies. Also, you guys, FYI, if I'm sneezing or sniffling a lot, I'm allergic to cats. And like I said, I have 6 of them. And while we were at convention this last week, I was not taking my allergy pills. So last night I got home and immediately started like dying. So just ignore any sniffles from over here, okay? But now I want to talk about how to actually create that content, all right? So I'm a really big fan of batching your content and then scheduling it out for the week. Some people I know, Perla, our other double gold, I think 4-time IATAN card holder now, She stresses me out with her content because she literally, when she posts content, she just created it 5 seconds before she posted it. And she came up with the idea, created content, and posted it, right? Stresses me out. I like to schedule it, have it planned out, right? So it's everybody's a little bit different. Some people like to batch it for a week, some people like to batch it for a month, some people are like Perla and post it right then and there. Find something that works for you and works for your brain and do it that way. Like I said, for me, I like to batch it. So I like to come up with my ideas, kind of organize them a little bit, and then start creating those ideas into actual posts, whether it's like a standalone post, so a caption and a picture, whether it's a carousel, so multiple pictures and captions, whether it's a reel. I like to come up with the ideas and the hooks first and then build those out and schedule them out that way. Okay. One idea, you guys, can become 3 different posts. Okay. So you guys don't always have to create new content every single day, right? Or different ideas every single day. One idea can become a standalone post, like we just talked about, a carousel, a reel. You can always repurpose your content, okay? Especially if, let's say, you post a reel and it does really, really well, right? It does amazing on views, on interactions, on everything. You can then repurpose that reel into a carousel, right? Then it can do really well again. You don't always have to create new content all the time, okay? And then the hook of your content, whether it is a standalone post, a carousel, or a reel, it doesn't really matter. The hook of your content is going to beat production every single time. It's going to matter more than lighting. It's going to matter more than editing. It's really going to matter more than what you're actually saying in the content, in the rest of the content, because the hook is what's going to grab that person's attention. And then the rest of it is what's going to keep it. Okay. But if you're not grabbing their attention in the first place, they're never going to stop scrolling. So the hook is really the important part, and it's going to stop the scroll. Now, if you guys need help with hooks, one, Perla is amazing. Okay. You can look at her content. She has trainings on it as well on her YouTube. But then also, one person which we both follow, which I know she gets a lot of her hooks from, is her name is Shannon McKinstry on Instagram. And I'll actually drop that in the chat as well at the end. So that way you guys can go and follow Shannon. She is absolutely amazing. She is a genius when it comes to hooks. She gives a lot of free content and a lot of free ideas and a lot of free help out there as well. I follow her, and I think literally just today, she posted a week's worth of hooks on Instagram. Okay. So definitely use that. But the hook is going to be the most important part of your content, no matter what type of content it is. So here are some templates that you're able to fill in, make them a little bit more about you, but you could do POV, you just found out about whatever destination that has whatever feature, right? And now it's all you can think about. Okay. um, or learning and growing. I'm officially certified in whatever destination or supplier, and nobody tells you how much a travel agent never stops learning. You can redo that, you can edit that one to talk a little bit more about the supplier, right? Stop believing some sort of common travel myth. Here's what's actually true. You can also do, if you've ever planned a trip for friends and thought, I should be getting paid for this, right? Or they should be paying me for this. Let's talk. And okay, I need to talk about some sort of perk or something you learned or whatever for a second, because and why it surprised you. All right. People love the little yapping videos, then you're just talking to the camera. Okay. That makes you feel like you're on FaceTime with your friend. People love those. Okay. Those do really, really well. And they're also a good way to like educate people, but make it like conversational, right? Not like you're talking to them or talking at them, but you're talking to them, right? You're having that conversation with them. So those are always good videos too. And if you guys don't know how to do that, literally pick up your phone and just start talking to the camera as if you were talking to your best friend on FaceTime. Okay. That is how when I'm creating my videos, that's how I create my videos. I'll literally prop my phone up. Oh, it's right in front of the camera, guys. Sorry. But I'll literally prop my phone up and I'll just start talking as if I'm talking to Tracy on the phone on FaceTime. Okay. Make it easy and simple for you guys. All right. Now, business announcement templates, like I said, I do have this that I'm going to drop in the chat for you guys. It is a business announcement template for you, like a document that I created for my team that I want to share with you guys as well. But these are just a couple of examples of how you can announce your business on different platforms while not only just announcing it, but telling your story and creating that community and doing whatever the goal is as well, right? So we have the option one, which is going to be more focused on your personal story. This is going to talk about how you became a travel agent, add 1 to 2 sentences of your why, what you do, and that your services are free. If you guys are deciding to charge for your services, please don't put your services are free. Okay. Make sure you edit that part out and just say, if you know anyone, just start from there. Okay. I have a couple of more examples where we're a little bit more bold and direct. This is a really good one for TikTok or Reels, right? Where you're just, again, yapping to the camera and talking about what you specialize in, who you help, and whatever it is that you do, right? And then more of community and connection driven. Maybe you want to post on your personal Facebook before you start transforming it, whatever the case may be. I have a couple of different examples on there. Feel free to use whatever works best and feels best for you. Okay. All right. Assignments for this week. If you have not already, I want you guys to post your introduction or your announcement, okay, using one of the templates. If you have posted your announcement already, because I know some of you guys have already been posting on social media. So if you have posted your announcement already, I just want you to do at least one post from each of the pillars. Okay, so here we have 3. For those, I know some people have been in here quite a few months. So if you've been in here quite a few months, I want to see one post from each of the pillars. All right. That's going to be your homework. If you're just starting out, you're brand new, you haven't posted on social media at all, let's start slow. Post your announcement. A couple days later, post one destination tip or myth bust, and then one behind the scenes post. Okay. You guys, these posts do not need to be perfect. All right. They don't need to be the most beautiful or the most well written or the most funny or whatever the case may be. They just need to be posted. All right. As you continue to post, the easier it'll get and the better you guys will get at it. For the beginning, we just need to get them out there. All right. Do you guys have any question? Exactly. Done beats none at all. Exactly. Do you guys have any questions? Let me drop these links in the chats too. Hello, escape. There we go. I'm like, it won't let me leave.
Hello, this is Robin. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Quick question. So, as you said, I've been for a few months and kind of got a slow start in getting everything going. And I was doing really good doing my post on Facebook, and then all of a sudden, my Facebook page got hacked.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to get in contact with Facebook, but they're not being any help. Do you have any suggestions? Because I had a lot of great contact. I was going forward. I had some good following traction, but then now I can't get back on my page.
Create a new one.
Okay.
Yeah. If you can't get back, I would just create a new one.
Okay.
Where is she? Okay. So I put in the chat the business template announcement document and then Shannon's Instagram as well. I'm gonna put it in the what's it called? I just need to copy the link. Copy. Here we go. I'm putting it in the Facebook Live chat as well. Do you guys have any other questions? And like I said, I think she just posted, let's see if it was today or if that was yesterday. Oh yeah, no, here, today. I already planned your Instagram content this week. These work for all different types of platforms, okay? I personally use Claude to help me with my social media content. And again, I have more trainings on that. I'll drop those in the chat too. But she puts them as um templates and then you can add in there, right? And she gives like examples too of different niches. So if you're searching or looking for, I'd like to introduce you to, right? You guys can plug this in as travel agents. Same thing here. What, where to, whatever, based on your all of these things, right? So you guys can use these as inspiration. Let me also get you guys my YouTube so you can watch that social media pillars training that I did. If you go to videos, you should be able to find it. Yeah, here we go. Your social media pillars was just a couple weeks ago. I also taught to how to write hooks like Shannon on there as well. So you guys can see that too. Let me drop that here. And I'll be posting this recording. I'll be posting it on my YouTube, but then I'll also be posting it. How do I share this? I'll also be posting it on the TK group. So you guys can find it there too. Okay. Um, I feel like my growth is really slow. Is there something I can do to boost my growth since my goal is to get my followers off social media? So, I would say, Michaela, I don't know what your social media looks like, right? But one, I would probably audit it, make sure your profiles are optimized, right? And then if you are you posting every single day? Are you engaging?
Um, yeah, so I do like engage like as much as I can through the day. And I'm gonna be trying to do like a little bit more to see if I can cast like a bit of a broader net. Um, and I post multiple times a day. Um, so just trying to find whatever works, and it's been very slow going, and it just is starting to feel like nothing works.
Hmm. What platforms are you posting on?
Instagram, Facebook, TikTok.
And what kind of, do you mind giving me your handles?
Yeah, it's just Michaela Gates Travel on all platforms.
Oh, let me actually go into the search bar. That would be helpful. Okay, so definitely start implementing some hooks from Shannon. I think that will definitely help. And let's see how that goes. So with Shannon and with hooks, you guys, there's different types of hooks, right? There's visual hooks, there's auditory hooks, there's all the things. So what Shannon talks about and teaches, and a lot of other social media content creators talk about and teach, is having your hook written up on the screen. So like this one right here, great. Having the captions is also good too. I would adjust them. Like you can see how this one kind of goes off into the sides. So edit them a little bit, make them a little bit smaller. Also have some sort of like visual hook that you're doing. One thing that I really love to do is like putting on my glasses, my sunglasses, or taking glasses off, or whatever the case may be. I'll also take, if you have a mic, use a mic. If you don't have a mic, grab literally anything, any object that you can think of that you see in front of you. So like I just found a duck on my counter. Use it as your mic, right? It seems so simple, but like it gets people's attention as well. Um, and then shorter clips, or if you film, I know this is also something Perla stresses me out about, but like she'll film everything in one clip and then edit it down from there. I like shorter clips, so every 1 to 2 sentences is what I do, and then I edit them so that way there's no pausing. So as soon as the video starts, I'm talking. In between the video, like in throughout the video, as soon as I stop a sentence, I'm starting the next one. But because that's the way that I edit those. Um, so that could help too. But let's start with like the hooks first and see how that goes. I also would definitely update your bio a little bit and add a little bit more. So you can go into Claude, which is an AI platform, right? Or whatever AI platform you guys are using, if you guys are using any, and have it audit your social media. Like take a screenshot of your profile on all of them and have it audit them. I do actually think I have like an audit thing to help you guys with that. Where would it be? That I have for my team, but again, I'm totally fine with sharing that with you guys. It should be here. Here we go. So I have this AI guide, right, that I created, um, that helps you with content. The first step is going to be a profile audit for all of your different social media profiles. Then it goes into foundation prompts. Then you choose your platform, whether it's just travel bookings, whether it's just team building, or whether it is both sides, and it helps you with that content as well. So let me share this with you guys. If it wants to load. Okay, let's try again. Close that. There we go. Of course. And you guys, we have so many social media trainings that happen all throughout the week. So definitely make sure you guys are taking advantage of that. Perla is also hosting, I think it's the social, you guys have talked about her a lot. But she's really good at what she does, okay? But she's hosting the social workshop or something like that. I think that's what it's called. Oh, this is not where we're at. Yes, the social workshops on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. PST. I think it's twice a month that she's been doing it. And then we also have social media basics every other, is it Thursdays? Social media basics? Yes. Every other Thursday. Just kidding. That's, well, yeah, August is next, like this week. Oh, this up next week, whatever week. Starting up in August again. Social media basics is gonna be every other Thursday in English. And then like the opposite Thursdays in Spanish on I believe it's like 10 a.m. PST, if I'm correct. 10 a.m. PST. We have video editing trainings by 2-star double platinum Amy Cabrera. Like, we have so many different social media trainings, you guys. Make sure you definitely are taking advantage of that. Okay, let me share this other thing in here too. Okay. All right, you guys. Any other questions? Debbie, I just responded to you on the Facebook Live. I've shared all of the links that I've shared onto this Zoom chat onto the Facebook Live chat as well. All right, you guys. How are we doing? We're good? Okay. Let me stop sharing this then. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. I am super excited. I hope this was helpful for you. If you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. And once I get this recording turned over and posted on YouTube, I will share it into the Travel Knowledge Facebook group for you guys, okay? All right, you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.